the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Kwame Asare Obin a dodoɔ na ata frɛ no A+ member of parliament Emma Omanfo a ewo Gomwa Central na asɛm Paul Adom Ochire se waka na obesan asisu ebio na Kwame Asare Obin A+ eyade se oye nipa bi a ono ne dwuma odia ne se onu nya sema no find the kwan bi so no blackmail you sene ebe ya obenya sika bebre ede agu ni botom na ade baako a amana yehu ekra ne se Kwame Asare Obin eyade se onu enim saa sister yi a ye frɛ no Nsem-Pii eyade se omumi enu nyina dwuma a won edi ne se yem blackmail obi yem fraud obi de Kwame A+ ene Nsem-Pii eye baako a won dwuma a odia no na Paul Adom Ochire echirechi mu yepa ode yenko na yenko tie.
Okay, so just to brush it up quickly with Mr. Nsem-Pii and the about blackmailer and her. Some of you have seen the video on social media. Older people haven't seen it, but we put a video on social media. We don't have time for them tonight because we're very busy. We're going to get to them on Thursday with the money laundering issues that they deal with. Not Kwame Dubois. Let me stay with what I'm doing. I'll come to you in a minute. Yes, we're going to deal with them with the money laundering issues. They are dealing with we now know the board chairman and the bank managers who are behind working with Mr. Nsem-Pii and Miss Nsem-Pii, dealing with these terrible things. Very, very, totally terrible things. So this man here, this one and this one have been having meetings about Good Evening Ghana, haven't they? What did they say? They said that, Charlie, now the way the thing is, you have to get your friends. They are getting their friends. That's what they said. Their friends in Iyoko and BNI, or do they call it? NIB. Why the NIB name is not sticking? The BNI was there for too long and it's quite intimidating. And I think we like that. BNI is fearful more than NIB. That's a bank, So, all right. They are telling their friends that they should come and catch me and teach me a lesson. And the Nsem-Pii here asked that, they asked him that, what should we say? He said, oh, but he was at airport, he was traveling, just take the traveling. And that's very important because I wasn't traveling. I didn't do it. All my board members, as I said, no, I'm not interested. The politics is very bad. And they say, oh, but you're entitled. I say, hey, no, I don't do that. So there's no traveling to look out for. And as airport chairman, I don't travel. I don't do that. The board travels, but I don't go. You can go and check. You see it. The board has traveled. Board chairman didn't go. Board has traveled, board chairman. Why didn't I go? I told the board, me, I'm a politician. You never know tomorrow. I'm not going to travel for them to go and publish in some Ghana web. I don't much expense, traveling, keke. And before you see, I didn't travel nowhere. Any travel you saw me do is my own matter. I do that. Recently, I didn't even go and watch the Champions League in Munich because my people told me that don't go. The people, they want to embarrass you. When you come to Kotoka, they will just come and embarrass you. The Kwame Dubois and style. Don't travel yet. We'll tell you when to travel. And then today, I was told that Nsem-Pii and this blackmailer criminal in parliament are telling their friends in the BNI, Iyoko, that Iyoko catch him and say you are investigating something about airport. Everybody will believe you. That's what they are saying. These two criminals, they can't think, they can't reason. When they have to talk, this man talks like the way he talked. Give me the parliamentary people, their thing. Let me wrap it up here because there's a lot to do. The Hajj interview is coming up with Alhaji. The parliamentary list of people, I'm going to appeal to them very specially, and then I'll go to the A+ video. And the A+ video, Tarek, I want the full one, not the one that we did yesterday, the full one. Okay. My conversations tonight is with the Honorable Mahama Ayariga. Honorable Mahama Ayariga, you are one of the most distinguished politicians of our time. You remember when we started, from your days at Nooks, before you went to the Harvard Institute at Nima, where you used to train people, the one you did in Ramona Tugu, but I can't remember his name now. You used to come to Youth Focus at Choice FM. Since then, and your politics at Boku, and this, from the time you became spokesperson to Professor Mills, before you became Minister for Environment, Minister for Education, you have distinguished yourself. Don't allow A+ to come and spoil your record. You are the leader of the majority in parliament. Have you not seen a video where this honorable member who is denigrating the image of members of parliament publicly confessed to have blackmailed a businessman in Ghana? He publicly confessed to have blackmailed a businessman in Ghana. Haven't you heard that? Please, Honorable Afenyamaki, you are the minority leader, so you can't say much, but I want to bring it to your attention as well. Mr. Roxin Dafeamapo, you're a lawyer, and I know that you value your legal profession and your legal practice. As a lawyer, Honorable Roxin, have you not seen a video where this man is confessing to blackmail as a member of parliament? The other day, Black Rasta was talking on radio when he was at Multimedia. And then he said he had a program called Taxi Driver. And then he said something about parliamentarians. Giddy, giddy, giddy. He was hauled to the parliament. He went there with his boss, Marco Krikumanti, former deputy minister. As he then was at the time, he was a managing director of Hits FM. They hauled Black Rasta to the Privileges Committee. That you, Black Rasta, you were sitting now talking about MPs. What the parliament said is that our attention has been drawn to a video. If the Parliament of Ghana says that their attention has not been drawn to the video, I will formally send it to them, because at least I can write. This one, SS2, he cannot write. Me, by the grace of God, I can write. So I will write a letter and send it to the Honorable Mahama Yariga. If the Parliament says they have not seen a member of Parliament admitting to blackmail in a video, this is the same political moron of a member of Parliament who went to write things about Attorney General and later said that his something was hacked. You see, they are small minds. They don't understand that formal work is different from informal work. They don't seem to understand that. That opposition, you can say anything. But when you become a member of Parliament, you cannot talk sheepishly like that. You put up a post and then you say that, okay, what if I say that? Like the answers are daily rubbish. Or what if I say that my account has been hacked? That's what he said. Now, this is not about hacking. This is a man who sat on television and said that he has blackmailed somebody for money. And he said that he was paid money. And that because of that, what he was doing, he stopped doing it. Is the leadership of Parliament saying that they have not heard this? The leadership of Parliament, they can say they have not heard it. This is the 9th Parliament. We don't want to come to the 15th Parliament. And then an MP will stand up in the 15th Parliament and say, Mr. Speaker, Parliament must deal with this. We don't want to be like the 9th Parliament where an MP here goes to admit to blackmail and the 9th Parliament says nothing. Mahama Yariga, if that happens, it's about you. It's about your name and it's about your image at your time of leadership of Parliament. Every Parliament has been very strong with a Privileges Committee, particularly strong with all kinds of people talking about Parliament. Now you have a political moron sitting in there who says that he has blackmailed a businessman, and the leadership of Parliament, after Parliament has resumed, is quiet. Okay, if they haven't seen it, will file it. And blackmail is a crime. Section 151 of Act 29, as amended, it's a crime. So he should sit there and think that nothing will happen because he sits on the side of the majority. The majority will be majority today. They will not be majority tomorrow. One day there will be another Attorney General, and we'll pick a man. He should come and tell us that rubbish that he was hacked. He was hacked. My account was hacked. What are we doing in this country? This distinguished Parliament that has had John Mahama has been in Parliament. Nana Akufo-Addo has been in Parliament. J.H. Mensah was in Parliament. J.H. also Achampo was in Parliament. Doa Jaho had been in the Parliament. All of these distinct Mohammed Ibn Chambers, they all sat in the Parliament. This political moron comes to the Parliament and is saying things like this, and the Parliament is quiet. If Black Rasta says something on radio right now, if I say something here right now, they will haul me to the Privileges Committee. This member of Parliament admits to blackmail, and they say they haven't seen it. Watch the video. See it.
So this man takes my photo, puts it on TV. I'll come back to this thing. Mm-hmm. Puts it on TV. Hey, plus. What's the amount? 250. He said a lot. Jiska. And this Sika that you are talking about, you say you're MPP. The money is being given to parliamentarians. So why are you not talking about the MPP parliamentarians? Mm-hmm. Okay. See me, I'm street and I'm so bad. Yeah. When he did that thing, I didn't respond. I just left him. Mm-hmm. Then on Monday, and Paul, listen carefully. I started waste management must be decentralized. Because it is Zuma who owns Metro TV. Mm-hmm. So if you use Metro TV to do that one. And after he did all of that, I started waste management must be decentralized because I wanted to attack his boss, Zoom Lion. Mm-hmm. And I spent time. You see where all the youth employment issues are going? Yeah, me, I will have time. Yeah. Me, I will deal with you. His boss called me. Look, Zoom Lion. He called me so many times I was not picking his phone. Mm. He called me. Everybody in this country was calling me. Zoom Lion wants to talk to you. I was not picking. And Paul, ask your boss that the time he met me, what happened? Me, I won't sue you for defamation by your boss. You see, I've stopped the waste management. You see, I've stopped. Because his boss paid me for his misbehavior on Metro TV. Mm. Your boss paid me.
How much? Because the way you're saying pay,
good money to stop writing about him on social media. I'm telling you, this is Kwame A+. Me, I'm a brutal guy.
I am truly disappointed. A+ is a brethren of mine.
I don't know how to handle this, but I will handle it. I am utterly disappointed. This guy is nothing but a blackmailer. A dirty blackmailer. Jesus. So you are no longer fighting for the people, you are fighting your own battles, blackmailing people. Hi. So the decentralization of the waste management team that he was talking about, he did not mean it. He was only doing it to blackmail a certain guy who he knew will finally run back to him, pay him money, which he will selfishly push into his pocket and forget. You are blackmailing people so that you'll get a certain attention. This guy does not deserve to be an MP. Nobody deserves to be an MP, my brother, my sister. If their pension is blackmail. Paul Aduma actually hurt you. You were angry. As a lawmaker who believes in the law, what should you do? You are in parliament to make laws for the people. You decide to be unlawful, to go out there and fight your battle on the streets by blackmailing somebody's business. Now the person comes to you and pays you. You are not even ashamed of taking the money. This is a bribe taker who, my brother, my sister, should be impeached immediately from parliament. I'm disappointed in A+. I'm truly disappointed. No, we can't allow this. If an MP, my brother, my sister, can tell you that he was on a certain agenda and the agenda was not supposed to benefit the people of Ghana, but himself, he became unlawful so that he would be able to get his own back. I hope you know what that means. I am most disappointed. In fact, I am so disappointed. Maybe I need to write to the Speaker of Parliament and draw his attention to this publication. I'm waiting for the day that I'll be told that it is a fake publication, it's not true, and that A+ didn't say this. Then I will say, yes, bro, I knew you would not say this.
Black Rasta, don't worry. We are all going to write to the Speaker of Parliament. And we can also file a writ to the Supreme Court for the disqualification of a member of Parliament, because the disqualification is listed. Here's a member of Parliament who is confessing to extortion. Section 151 of Act 29, it prohibits extortion and calls it an offense. That means it's a crime. Here's a member of Parliament sitting there admitting to extortion, calling himself, he's very bad. You see, he thinks that he's sitting on somewhere. He doesn't understand that he's a member of Parliament because they don't prepare their head for it. They just come and jump. They don't prepare their head to be a member of Parliament. He doesn't understand that he's a member of Parliament. He thinks he's doing the normal things. He's always saying, I'm very bad. Me, A+, I'm bad. Look at this. Anyway, so because he said, because A+, I'm doing a new file now. Because A+ said that he blackmailed the Zoom Lion, Dr. Japan, the Zoom Lion, the Metro TV owner. This moron here, Mr. Sansadeli, also over the weekend sends texts to Zoom Lion, threatening him that if you don't let Paul Adomache retract the things I have said about the criminal Sansadeli, he, in his threat, he said, I'm going to go dirty on you. That's how they are. And those text messages will be published tomorrow. Don't worry. Check out social media tomorrow. Look at our page. We'll publish a text. This moron wrote to Zoom Lion that if you don't tell Paul Adomache to retract and apologize on Sansadeli, I will go dirty on you. That's what he wrote to an important person like that. He had the effrontery. These empty heads had the effrontery because this man here has said that he blackmailed and he got money. He doesn't even understand defamation. That defamation, you have to sue in persona. It's Sansadeli must come and sue herself. You said, I'm going to sue you. How does Paul Adomache know that she's not a doctor in America? The disgraced woman has already said she's not a doctor anywhere. Not in Guatemala, not in Ghana, not in anywhere. Disgraced woman, you are defending her. That who said that she's not? All the text messages, you see them tomorrow. And then he added a letter from the Ghana Medical and Dental Council saying that the disqualification of Sansadeli is limited to the jurisdiction of Ghana. So what? He doesn't even understand anything. He's an empty head. That's why he talks like that. He's an empty head. That's why he finds solace in insulting people. Because he's an empty head. He can't have any analysis done. He doesn't even understand the dynamics of the essence of a letter. They forcibly got Ni the guy who wrote to Ghana Medical Dental Council to apologize to them, thinking that was the end of the matter because their heads are empty. All of them, their heads are empty. This apology is inconsequential to the fact that Nsem Adeli is a criminal. That's what she is, a criminal. Yesterday, the police were arresting Kaswa, somebody saying he's a doctor. They have not seen Nsem Adeli. We are getting there. So because this man said he got blackmail money, this man too sent a text that tells Paul Adumochi to retract. Otherwise, I will go dirty on you tomorrow. All those text messages will be published. And then they go and tell their friends that, Iyoko, go and catch him and shut him up. He's talking rubbish. BNI, we are in power. Go and catch him and say that he has done something at airport. Look at these morons. Anyway, let's go and have the hard conversation, and then we'll take it from there. We'll put our Kwabena Duboah's information on social media about him, and I also have information about the conversations they've been having on how to commit more crime. And of course, we're going to go deeper into some of the things that they do. They have board chairmen of banks and MDs of banks that these two are working with on money laundering and all of that. We're going to get into that in some peculiar detail tonight. This one is an avowed blackmailer from Parliament, and tonight we're going to put questions to the leadership of Parliament, the 9th Parliament of the 4th Republic. Do they contain these things? The other day, I remember when Black Rasta, when he was working on Taxi Driver, said something about Parliament. Parliament quickly called him and said that it has come to the attention of Parliament. I am wondering whether it has come to the attention of Parliament that one of them is a self-confessed blackmailer with a video. I don't know whether that works, but we have been told to do this and do the report, and gradually a letter will go to the majority leader so that sanity will prevail in Ghana. That's all we need. We need sanity so thinkers can think. And then those who cannot think can emulate the thinkers, and eventually we will all be thinkers. But people like this one, hello, his address is SS2. He's called Mr. Nsem Adeli SS2. SS2. That's all. That was it. That was the end. So, yeah. We'll get to the details. Tonight, though, and also, Kwabena Dubois, are they going to put it there? Kwabena Dubois' matter is on our agenda tonight because the prosecution, led by the Attorney General, have actually released publicly the witness statement. We wonder why the prosecution does that. And as I keep saying, I've been covering this criminal processes since 2001. I covered Quality Grain, and back in those days, Safo Sampon, may he rest in peace, he was the Director of Public Prosecution. He will give you absolutely no information. Nana Akufo-Addo was Attorney General. They give no information. They tell you that as a journalist, come to the court and look at it. We are always compelled to come here and talk about what defense lawyers are saying because prosecution lawyers are always doing a media trial. And therefore, defense lawyers cannot, but also supply the information to journalists like us who are pondering them that what is your response to what is your response to that? Hitherto, they will say that our response will be delivered before the bench. But now they are concerned because accused persons get phone calls. People are calling them. Is it true that you gave money to your bodyguard to do? Is it true that? Is it true that? So tonight we'll tell you what is true from the perspective of the defense. Kwabena Dubois has been fighting this trial, and now he is about to file a counter application to subpoena the records of national security because the prosecution is going to spread out national security operational accounts in the court, in the public view. I don't know whether the judge is going to conduct that in camera, but they're going to spread the account with the signature of Joshua Cheme. May he rest in peace, who was the national security coordinator of the day. The prosecution wants to show that X amount of money came to Kwabena Dubois' BNC and that it was misapplied. But if it was misapplied, who has to say it was misapplied? Is it the prosecution who were not his bosses? Is it his current bosses that he has, which is Osman Razak, who is also his current boss? Actually, that's Kwabena Dubois' current boss. His current boss is the National Security Coordinator. He's there right now. He's never been said to be part of the prosecution. No statement has come which is being relied upon something that the National Security Coordinator said. Under Kwabena Dubois' former regime, there was a National Security Minister, Albert Kandapa, and then there was a National Security Coordinator. Those will be his bosses. No statement has come from the prosecution indicating that this came from your bosses, that you spent the money wrongly. He insists that the way he spent the money was according to plan, not his plan, but the plan of national security. We're going to get into those details tonight at 9:30, 30 minutes past the top of the hour. It's time now to look at the national, the health, the nurses issue. So if you can bring our two nurses in, and then we can have the conversation. This was the first statement that came out today after we heard that the government was